Good morning. This is Jim Fletcher. I'm Secretary of the Bluff Property Owners Association Board of Directors. We're on to a meeting being held by the developer, possibly in violation of the judge's court order that was issued on Monday, February 13th. We're just going there to make sure that the judge's order is complied with.
Is this a property owner?
No, he is my guest, and he is hired by us by the POA to make sure that his order is complied with. Get ready. Film that right there. Over there. If not the gentleman, step here. This gentleman right here in the back. Okay, turn to the camera here.
All right, that's it. It's a private property.
Okay, and we pay the maintenance on the golf courses. An invitation.
You are welcome.
Okay, so does that mean that I can come? They will. And furthermore, the owner if this is
Are you filming it now?
All right, please carry your on the email ticket, sir. Thank you.
we are trying to make sure that this is compliant with. We have a good one officer. No, your question is, we have to talk about
I'm are you? My director said that he can answer for you. Pardon me? The bottom line is I'm asking this gentleman one time.
This is a this is a publicly called meeting, and it's in the middle of the week at 10 a.m. It's 6,000 property owners cannot attend. So I just put it up on the website so people can see the goings on. It's a meeting. Why would Mr. Ward not want that?
If you'll answer my question. Well,
There's Leonard.
oh, they're filming private property. Look, and he's asked us to.
I don't think he has the authority to ask him to leave. This is an open meeting.
Do we have the authority to ask somebody to leave?
Yes, he's causing disturbance. He's not causing disturbance. Does he own property here?
This gentleman?
He's owned by his dick.
Well, I'd say that, I mean, if you don't own any property here, I mean, obviously.
I do. Well, I have an invitation. This gentleman is here on our request to make sure that this judge's order is compliant.
Well, here's the deal with that, okay? The judge's order, there's no way to prove that they are holding a somewhat special meeting, okay? This is their property, they're entitled to hold a meeting on their property, to my
If they
understanding.
conduct official business, which we have on film, that would be in violation of court.
Oh, and that's entirely up to y'all. But that, as it sits right now, it's civil law, and we can't really get legally involved with civil law, okay? We're not trying to pick sides either way, but pretty sure to make sure nobody's getting a fight. Pretty sure to make sure nobody's gonna fight.
We're simply here to record a public meeting that these people invited us to make sure that the judge's order is compliant.
Well, I mean, as far as I know, y'all more than I want to do. And now, if y'all want to start a disturbance or something, then we're gonna have to ask y'all to please do it.
It's private property. I've asked a gentleman who's taking my film to stop, number one, and two, to leave the property.
Well,
Now, will you let this gentleman, will you please escort him off the property?
Do you own this property? Can you prove that you own this property?
Trust me, the gentleman owns this property. Can I prove it? I don't have a deed on it, no, sir. But I can assure you.
You can't prove that you own it?
Will you please ask him to turn off the camera?
Well, that I can't because he's
Will you
entitled
please
to
escort him off the property?
until you have proof that he owns it, that you own the property, then I will.
No, there was sitting in here.
There's no parameters set in advance. So what could not
Who could
attend?
attend and who could not attend this meeting. There's no publication of any parameters whatsoever.
Okay. Like I said, as long as the filming's not causing a disturbance, he's legally entitled to it. I cannot legally film it.
Private property, person that owns private property.
As far as I know, yeah, I cannot film
This
it.
is, furthermore, this is a resort that's open to the public.
And that is another valid point.
When is, so I was back there, I couldn't hear what was that.
Private property. Owner of the property. This is a resort, it's a public facility, it's open to the public.
Open to anybody
It's open to anybody who wants to come in. It's open to the public.
I mean, if it is public property,
It's not public property, but it's open to the public.
well,
It's private property, but it's open to the public. Come in here. Walk around, whatever you want to do, it's not public.
this is not causing disturbance. I mean, like sticking the camera in your face like that, it's kind of, that is, if he wants, just my opinion, if he wants to come, get to that room and stay out.
Well, that's what we'll do. That's what he'll do.
Being open to the public is the same thing as if we stay out.
Okay, I said in an email that I sent out that I would announce the results of the vote. And the vote, first I'm going to tell you why we had a vote. It wasn't necessary. I'm still the declarant. We could have gone forward with the White Bluff Country Club plan without it. But my stance is that in America we vote. And so we did. We sent out ballots, we sent out information, and the votes came in. 300, I'm going to give you round numbers, 380 people voted against it. Against the club. Well over 1,000 voted for it. And that does not count double diamond lots. Those are owners. 1,000 votes thought it was a great idea, a good idea, lots of really good notes on it. Another little issue on that is, you might think all of those 1,000 were lot owners. They weren't. A lot of them were homeowners. So many people see the benefit of going forward with the plan as outlined. Now let's talk about the plan. The first question I think might be, most of you know that the Property Owners Association offered Double Diamond $6.5 million to buy the asset. It was reported by the board that we had a deal and I wouldn't sign it. I've been in the real estate business for 44 years, and I can absolutely positively tell you in real estate, you don't have a deal until it's signed. So I didn't sign it because I tried to put provisions in there that protected, in my opinion, the lot owners. And there's room for debate on that, that's fine. But I decided that wasn't good, that the court didn't like that provision, that the lot owners could not be sent the bill, that the homeowners had to pay their share of the bill. I didn't like that, they didn't like that. But also, from a business standpoint, keep in mind, we've been running this for 20 years. From a business standpoint, you take the cost of maintenance on the golf course, the cost of operation, and $700,000 a year in debt service, which is what it would have been, paid to Double Diamond. Your dues would have gone up tremendously. And we've still got a bunch of lots out there to sell. And we've got people who don't even live within 1,000 miles of here. But you keep going up on their dues, they're not gonna pay you. And when they stop paying, this place is not gonna exist. That was a really good reason. I didn't see the business plan working on the $6.5 million. Now, there's been some talk about, well, you're not giving it to us, we're gonna pay you $250,000 a year. That's free. $250,000 a year is the management fee. The board of directors' own consultant, an attorney, said that is a reasonable, very reasonable fee to manage this operation. Golf and all the restaurants and everything else. And we gave you these numbers, you can look at them. If we'd gone with the $6.5 million offer plus interest, the POA would have paid around $12.9, I think it was. $12,900,000 for the asset. Under this arrangement, the most you'll spend is 3.9. That's if it goes up 5% a year. That's a huge difference and a huge savings to you as a homeowner, and as a lot of them. Huge savings. Okay, the board has tried to characterize the deal as being complex. It's not complex. We keep doing what we're doing. We manage. That's what we've done here for 20 years. That's not very complicated. That's about it. And the POA, one other point that hadn't really been talked about much. The POA owes Double Diamond $1 million. Our plan, Double Diamond will forgive that money and give it to the country club. So not only are you paying $3,000,008 or $3,000,009 or $3,000,005, whatever it comes out, you're getting $1 million off of that. And that would immediately go into update, fix, repair, upgrade, all of the amenities as needed. Double Diamond has a plan for White Bluff that we know will work. And I haven't seen any other plans. All I've seen is criticism of this plan. Another thing that's been said is that we would meet with the board. We told the board we'd meet with them. I'm going to tell them right now, see to the members right here. We'll meet with you anytime. Double Diamond will meet with you anytime. They also said they've never seen this plan. Not true. They saw this plan in a meeting in Dallas. Stack Bowers presenting it. Me talking about it. Leonard was there. I can't remember if Bass was there or not, but Leonard was definitely there. So the vote came in 1,000 to 380. That's a landslide. We can talk about a lot of other things, but we're going to save that for another meeting. You know, this meeting should have been for a vote, in my opinion. It's not. We're going to go back. We're going to do the steps that the judge wants us to do, and we're going to call another meeting. And at that meeting, we'll all vote. If you want to vote. And we'll vote the proxies that we have, and you'll vote the proxies that you have. And we'll see where the chips fall. If it doesn't go our way, then it doesn't go our way. I think it should. I think it's the best thing for everyone who has a home or a lot. This management company, you should know this, and I'm going to stop. The management company.
Excuse me, Mr.
has
Ward.
been hired.
If this is what you want us to do and support you, then please ask 6,000 of us. Don't ask for proxies. Please send us a letter with your plan, and then we will support you.
We did do that. You got
I haven't received any yet.
I did do that. Well, come up after the meeting, talk stack. We sent out a big envelope, big white envelope, and it had the plan in it. You didn't get it?
No.
Never seen it.
We sent it.
Well, I got one.
We sent it.
I sent my vote back to you for yes, you know what, let's do this. So does that mean that vote that we did?
I can't hear you because they're talking up here. I'm sorry. Say it loud.
Going up closer.
I've received one of your envelopes.
Please.
I just received one of the envelopes and even called over to Double Diamond Talk and got a little clarification.
Sure.
Voted yes for let's do exactly what you're speaking of here. So, you know.
So you did get the envelope?
Yeah, I was under the assumption that most of us had gone that route. So
We found out. Well, most of you did. 1,000 of you did. And 380 didn't.
So is it meaning at this point that vote was for nothing?
No, that does. Okay, that's a good question. The question is, does it mean, because of what has happened here, that vote's for nothing? No. Those votes are good for another meeting, and we're going to have another meeting. We're going to go right through the little tap dance, the steps that you need to take, and they already said in open court. I had no faith that they would let us have a meeting. That's why I went direct. But in open court, they said if they touch the bases, they get a meeting. So we're going to touch the bases, and that's where we're headed. That vote will count. And I'm a big TCU supporter. Okay. If you didn't get an envelope from us, come tell either Sherry or Pat or Stack, and you will get it. We sent it to everybody that we have addresses on. Do you get your maintenance fee bill? The guys that say you didn't get it?
No.
Well, you didn't get that this year. You ain't got that yet. Let me tell you about the management company. All right, this is hearsay, part of it, but most of it's fact. Stack knows what it costs to manage and run the operation. I know what it costs. I think you're paying $55,000. Is that it? Yeah, $55,000 to Double Diamond to manage everything. In our estimation, that will double under the new management company. One of the people in our office lives in a project, a development, a real estate development, managed by that company. And she swears that you cannot talk to a person. You will be talking to a machine. So that's what you're getting in a management company, as opposed to talking to Sherry or any of her three people, being able to call Double Diamond and get customer service. You're going to get a machine. Sherry was with the same type group. And you have to leave a message, and then they get back to you, and maybe in 3 days, and email you. It's not a personal touch. Come talk to me after this. We'll close the meeting now, and thank you. Yes, sir.
Question, what exactly, I'm a homeowner, what exactly do I get with a Mississippi County Country Club, and how much will I be paid each year?
I've got it right here. I'll give you the sheet.
Okay.
Here it is. It's broken down by where you live in proximity to the amenities. If you're a homeowner, you're going to pay more. And it's right here on the sheet. I'll give it to you. This was in the package.
Okay. I didn't receive that.
You did not receive that. You get your maintenance fee bill.
Do I get it? Yes.
When we send them, do you get them? Okay. Well, we'll send you a package. I'll give you this after the meeting. Thank you all for coming. Okay,
wait a second.
She's first.
You said
I got the mic.
there was going to be a big change for employees here.
Okay, you want to hear about that?
When you have a whole group of employees sitting right here,
Yeah.
standing right here. I'd like to know what that difference is going to be.
Okay, that's a good question. Number one, they haven't brought anything to us that said whether they're going to have 401k like they do now. Okay? Are they going to, what's their insurance going to be? We work hard, coming up really hard, coming up with we've got a really neat insurance program that's very low cost, that these people are allowed to participate in. But more importantly, each and every one of these people that you see that work here are owners of Double Diamond. They participate in an ESOP program. I'm going to do something I hadn't asked Danny about, but I'm going to use Danny as an example. Okay? Danny is an owner of Double Diamond. Right now in his ESOP account, he's got around $25,000. When this switches over, no more. No more money goes into there from the east side. You think he'd like to switch over? I don't think so. Okay, question.
My name is Claire Chikovic. I have been property owner since 1992.
Me too. Go ahead.
This place was kept fabulous. We all should be proud of it as property owners. And I have two questions. First question is, how many board members for Double Diamond cows owner here in White Bluff? What is the ratio between cows owners and people who are board members that are outside of White Bluff?
Right now, that's a good question. It's 100% homeowner.
Let Mr. Ward answer my question.
All right, let me say this. Here's what I'm saying. Back, and it was reported somebody that, Double Diamond is the one that's let this place go down, blah, 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 blah. You're right. I mean, I ain't played it, and heard on the radio today, they said, we don't want to brag, but then somebody's got to brag. When Double Diamond was involved with the board of places back, we're not involved in board rates. It's mainly homeowners. There are a lot of them. How many lot owners?
Two lot owners.
2 lot owners, 4 homeowners on the board, right?
4 homeowners, okay.
Right.
Second question, your proxy is fabulous for property owners. I'm not sure about homeowners. And my question is, if this becomes a club, what would be fees? I know maintenance fees are going down. Those from 500 something for 6 months to 475, something like that. Are there going to be fees associated with being the member of the club?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's different. Are you a lot owner or a homeowner?
Last one.
Okay, you're a lot owner. Where do you live?
Fourth floor.
Okay, your fees will go down dramatically. The homeowner's fees will go up. And I got the sheet right here.
But there's not going to be separate fee for being a club member.
No.
Thank you very much. Five.
Excuse me, 5 homeowners, one lot owner. 5 homeowners, 1 lot owner.
It's fabulous ratio. You have 5 homeowners who represent homeowners and figure it out what to do and how to do it.
The amenities out here are everything.
They are.
Currently, there are not enough homeowners to maintain the arena, store, spa, a lighthouse that can close during the winter. If this becomes a country club, we'll have even fewer people coming to the resort. How does the country club keep those amenities open?
Well, we gave you a sheet today that shows the P&L statement for the country club. The country club will have more money. Keep in mind, and I don't know if you know this or not, I'll put it in the letter, but I know a lot of people don't read them, but they didn't get it. But if we change it over, the ownership, either to the POA or to the country club, we pay no more ad valorem taxes. That's $260,000 a year, right? $260 a year. So that helps a lot right there. We're going to get more income because homeowners are going to be paying more. People that live in the county are going to be paying more. And we have already tested this program. Eagle Rock, the largest subdivision we have, 8,500 homes. We took it private, and it's done great, done just as well. The people that, you're still going to have guests. You're probably going to have more guests, because they're going to know it's private. For some reason, that generates more guests. So we're going to have more money. It's going to make money. And keep in mind, we're going to use $1 million that's owed to Double Diamond to just drop on it. They, at the start. shovel ready, you heard that.
I've got two questions.
All right.
First question is, how many lot owners are there, and how many homeowners are there?
I'm not the one to tell you that, but I can estimate for you. There's about 5,900 owners, and I think there's 600 homeowners.
600 homeowners, and how many?
5,900 total owners, so that'd be 53.
5,300 lot owners.
Yes, sir.
And when you go out to vote, and you tell the lot owners that you're going to be paying less, and the homeowner, you're going to be paying more, when in your plan, that kind of, to me, is buying votes for the lot owners, telling them that they're going to be paying less.
Here's the thing, elections have consequences, but here's the thing. It's not all of the money. Let me answer that before you ask say something. All of the money that comes in is going to go to the country club. It doesn't go to us except for the fees. So we have no incentive. We're not buying anything because the money's not coming to us. We're giving.
What is the logic by telling the homeowners you're going to be paying a larger share than a lot of them? And if it's for the amenities, I've been here 10 years and I've played golf 3 times. I don't use the amenities. Okay. I like to live here because it's a nice place.
Sure.
So why?
What's the logic? Okay, what's the logic? And I'm going to answer you.
Please.
And there's several, I go to say older, but I should say more ex-board members here, and they'll vouch for what I'm about to say. 6 years ago, okay, I'm going to go way back to the start. When we first set this up, White Bluff, when it was first thought up and founded and started, we set it up in the fashion that it's pretty much in right now. But it's 20 years old now. Now there are people here that are homeowners that use the facilities more than guys that lives in Hawaii. Okay? And so I think out of fairness, those people should pay a little less. Not a whole lot, but a little less. And the homeowner should pay a little more. And I started this effort 6 years ago. And it's fairness. That's all I'm saying. I just think it's fair, and it works better. And I'm willing to give you all the amenities if everybody will agree with that. And it looks like we're going to do it. Because we got the vote. Here's the question. This gentleman asked
You just made a misrepresentation. In 1990, when you founded this, we own this subdivision, not any of these people. It is up to us to decide what to do. The PA does not tell us, we tell the POA. Now, in 1990, when he founded this subdivision, when he started all of this, he sold all of this to us. We now own it. But he chose to put his resort in the middle of our subdivision. Now, if you wanted our subdivision to be long-term successful, then we should have owned the resort from the outset. He chose not to do that. Why is he doing that? Because he knew we would have a conversation we're having right now in 1990, and that is financial blackmail. He is telling us if we don't give him what he wants, our subdivision will fail. And that is not the answer. The answer is what we should have been done is we were led to believe they were going to be out. Now, I have an audio tape recording of this man saying, refusing to answer who owns these amenities. I have this man and all of his directors on a tape recording refusing multiple times. Now, I play that tape right now, and we can count how many times he refuses to tell us that. That was in 2006, okay? So all of this they're saying now is in court in Hill County. The district judge is about to decide if the documents that he filed allow him to take more money from us. That decision has not been made. If the decision goes against him, everything he's talking about is for nothing. And what we need to do is come up with a plan to take over our own subdivision.
I agree. No, thank you. You're wrong. I never said that, and you don't have a tape that says it, but we'll take a look. Okay, here's the question. He was up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
In your plan,
Yes.
what will be the makeup or composition of the board that will manage the nonprofit? And also, how transparent is this going to be to all the owners? Maybe a quarterly statement of financials on the nonprofit. You know, what's the plan for that?
Well, it'd be totally transparent as far as I'm concerned. None of the money is gonna come to us except for the fee. When you rent a cart, that money's gonna go to the club. Now, it may be that the club winds up being the dealer as opposed to the white club. But in either case, the same thing we do now, we do audit the state. In either case, we can do the audit the state. But you own the club, and the money will go to you.
Right, so what's the composition?
Oh, the composition of the board, all right, we're gonna manage it. Double Diamond is gonna manage it, and we're gonna have an advisory board. And that is a trade-off.
What say does the advisory board have on Double Diamond's plans?
Well, we're gonna listen to them, just like we always have, but they can't tell us what to do. They can't tell us what to do. I'm gonna do the right thing, just like they always say.
Would you consider revising what you're taking to the board? Property owners, half Double Diamond and half property owners.
Well, that would be fine. No, the advisory board would be all property. The advisory board would be all property owners. And then the thought is too, that keep in mind, the board, in my estimation, the board needs to be in charge of security, maintenance of the common areas, and maintenance of the roads. And that's it. The board doesn't need to be thinking about greens and redoing stuff. That's where the country club will come in. Now, if we decide to go with the POA, then we'll have an ironclad agreement, Double Diamond will. We manage the facility. But if we decide to go with the other setup where we have the White Bluff Country Club, then you'll have a board that just manages security, maintaining common areas and streets. That's what we're about.
As far as transparency, immediately, right now, when you guys send out something that says Double Diamond, would you please sign it or put a name on it? Who's telling us this? Is it Mike Ward, Stax Bauer, whatever?
Sure. Oh, okay.
Quantitatively,
It's always me, okay?
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
quantitatively, what is the homeowners' dues going up? 5%, 10%? What would you say then?
I've got the sheet here, it's more than that.
Okay.
It goes up, this is about
14, 15%?
It goes up maybe $1,000. Okay. Hey, Joe.
$1,000? You gotta be kidding me.
Your country club. Is it your idea that, say, a homeowner must be a member of the country club?
That's what the vote is about. But I'm not sure we're going to country club route. We might put it in the POA with an ironclad agreement. But in response to that, that would be positive. We got a legal opinion on that says if if the declarant wants to do that, they can do it. Because you're already in. Now, I'm not going to argue law with you.
So you're
But we'll show you the opinion if you want to see it.
Yeah, I want to see that. Can I get it?
Period. Yes, ma'am.
Take my house.
Our facilities, even though I've been here 11, 12 years, have never been that. The food at Public Grill is okay. White House, overpriced, okay. We don't have we don't have the market, we don't have the White House, we do. To me, this is not something about that. Plus, all the news about all the lawsuits, it's ongoing. Who wants to move here? I'm finding more people that are saying they want to move out. They don't want to be here.
Well, that may be, but the only question I heard there is why we call it country club. Because I think I've been in some country clubs, I own some country clubs, and this is a country club. Now, as far as quality, I don't think it's good. What's been astounding to me is that one thing that I've seen is that when people are voting yes, the most consistent comment that I've seen is, why did you ever take away the food and beverage credit? What happened to that? We love that. We could come down, we could spend the weekend. We're homeowners, we bought everybody's credits and did great on them. When we had that, the place was terrific. We were doing fine. Well, it was free. I don't know if it was free, but it was reasonable, and we had more income.
Well, just like chicken fried steak, they come in my little frozen patties, this fish, how many have, chicken fried steak, no. That's not. The food quality is poor.
And that's what we're trying to do to make it better. And we're going to make it better. Yes, sir.
Other than the homeowners, who's going to join the country? What's the forecast for other people that come? So other than the homeowners, maybe the country club members, who else is going to join?
Well, we've always had members that are not owners of lots or homes. So I'm sure we'll probably can continue that. I think other people will join if we decide to want. I don't know if we're going to
What's
want.
the drop in here?
I'm sorry, couldn't hear.
What's the forecast of that? I mean, you guys think-
Well, we don't need them. We don't need them. We're going to positive cash flow.
Or is it going back to the homeowners then? You're going to carry the country club?
Well, a lot of owners have been carrying it for the last 20 years, so, but they're not, it's not on the back. It's still a lot of it. A lot of owners carry a lot, no doubt, even under the country club. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
Okay, I'm totally confused. So if the homeowners are country club members, the lot owners are not, are the lot owners going to play ball?
No, the lot owners are country club members too. Everybody, every owner would be a member of the country club if we go that route.
So the lot rate goes down, the homeowners go up, and everybody gets the same amenities?
Right. But the homeowners have more access. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't understand. I've only been here 2 years and I love being out here. I'm not a country club girl, but I was told that there used to be another hotel and then it never got rebuilt and then the marina got closed. I'm just, that was.
Well, the marina, that's another thing I need to tell you, is that if we go to country, and I'm glad you brought the marina up, I've heard it 2 or 3 times and I haven't said anything about it. But if we go the country club route, we can't own the marina. The marina will stay Double Diamonds. And the reason is it is open to the public. And it has to be, and you can't have that if you're under this 501(c), whatever. You can't do it. The marina's got to go, yes, the marina's got to stay in Double Diamonds, somebody else.
The proposal, as I understood what was said here today, is that if it goes country club, the lot owners' fees will go down, the homeowners' fees will go up, and as you explained to this gentleman living in Fort Worth, his would go down substantially. Okay, that's pre-vote. Fast forward, you get the vote, it becomes country club. What's to keep you from raising, or Double Diamond from raising this gentleman's fees back up?
Well, that's a good question. Now, what would be the incentive for us doing that? I'll turn that around. Because we're not getting money. We're not getting the money. Double Diamond's not getting the money.
They're not getting
It goes to the country club. But the incentive for not doing that is exactly why would we do what we're doing if we're going to turn around and put it around? But we don't plan to do that. We may put that in the deal. That it'll always be, which I had in the real estate deal, that there'll always be a parity between what the homeowners owe and the lot owners owe. And it can't crash together. And I think that's better. It should have been done originally. I think what I said earlier, if you didn't hear me, is that we set it up pretty nicely to start with. It wasn't perfect. And it sure isn't, and it certainly wasn't perfect. And I didn't even call some of it a mistake. And we're trying to fix it. And I'm telling you, we better get with it because this subdivision is aging quickly. And we've got to get a long-range plan, which Double Diamond has, which is what we're doing.
Well, according to that long-range plan, you need more residents living out here in order to do that, so where
No,
are
we
you
don't.
going to
No, we don't. We do not think, he said, the answer to the question is, according to the long-range plan, we need more residents. No, we don't. We're cash flowing just like we are.
That's for Double Diamond. We're talking about the people that live out here, the residents, the division, subdivision. For it to prosper, you have to have growth.
No.
You can't stagnate or become
If we
old.
said, this pro forma, did you get a copy of the pro forma?
No.
Okay. we get
Nobody
it.
lives out here did.
It's right here. We handed it out at the meeting. Well, here, come up here and get one. Look at it. This thing will make money. The country club will make money the very first year. Plus, we're dropping another $1 million. We don't need more. We don't need more homes. You meant to hand those out. I know. I told them. Okay. Everybody, I think they have it. Got more copies. She's getting more copies. Share one. What's your? This is a double-sided thing. Do this again, and we'll have it. Okay, now we've got that sheet. What you're looking at, two things. Read up at the top says BDI transferring ownership of golf course and amenities to the newly formed country club or direct to the POA. And what this does, this breaks out what the POA, its cash flow under the maintaining streets, common areas, and taking care of security. That's on the left. And then on the right is the White Bluff Country Club. Keep in mind, the White Bluff Country Club is owned by you and the lot owner and the IO owner and the ownership. And this is the first year of operation. We're showing them a cash flow of $479,000. Keep in mind, they'll also have over $1 million, well, it's over $1 million, of money that was owed to Double Diamond that's going to go to the country club. It's money that, the $1 million, she's asking what's $1 million for. It's money that we advance to the Property Owner Association through the year. Never charge one whit of interest on it. We actually got paid back to a bunch of it. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Down by me. It's in there. It's in the information, I believe. Well, it isn't yours now, so I don't know what difference that makes. It's not yours today. We're not taking it away from you. It's Double Diamond. Give me an example and I'll answer your question. Okay, we will try to. Disagree. I thought we did that, but any information, let me talk a minute, okay? Any information that you need, call customer service. The customer service. I don't disagree, but I'm talking about, it sounds like you got some questions. Call customer service. But, you know, and a lot of the stuff, okay.
What's the country club going to be like it is now? We can timber for a land. It didn't say anything about, oh, we didn't pay everything.
Well, it did. It does say that. Are you a lot owner or owner? Lot. Lot owner. Well, where do you live? I couldn't hear you. Roanoke? Okay. Okay, it's on the sheet. It's on the sheet that was sent to you. And it says, if you're an owner, you're going to pay less and you're going to get unlimited golf. And what else do we get? Free overnight stay. and 36 comp rent. Okay, let's go over that again. All right, you're paying right now. Okay. My glasses are full. All right. What a tax. What a tax.
There's a complicated line. There's half of us, or more than half of us, have not gotten any information in the mail. We don't have a problem in our bills, but we have not received a package. And as many people that came through here,
You didn't get a package?
but that's, we don't have the information. We're not.
We didn't know that. We sent out.
We didn't get it. That's
what I'm
obvious.
That's
Didn't get it. We don't know what we're voting on.
Did you get the emails?
Oh, yeah,
We did email, we also sent it out in the email. But get the share, we'll get you the packet.
We'll send you the package.
Obviously, we're not getting it.
I know, we need to find out that.
Did you just send it to the landowners? Or
No, sir.
It's what it looks like.
No, did any other homeowners, did they get the packet? Leonard, did you get the packet?
After I called and requested one, when I didn't get it in the initial
Did you
mailing.
get, Clark got a packet?
Clark, did you get it? Your homeowner?
It is on, well, yes, it is on the website. I'll give you the address, we got the address. That is a possibility, we could move it directly into the POA. There is an advantage, we got to look at the tax situation. It's for the sole benefit of the member, and there's a huge tax savings on that. But it's the other amenities and supporting it. You know, the POA right now, even in the budget for this year, they're gonna net about $600,000. The hospitality operations suffers and loses money. And they're right, there's not enough homeowners out here. But if we can combine the two, take the country club aspect out, let's just call it the POA. The members are going on it, the members of the POA, members of the country club are all performing the same as the way you look at it. There are some benefits to the country club side of it.
The members of the POA board are advisors. They don't get to make decisions, and he doesn't like it. He's going to tell them, tough luck. I really think that. He doesn't listen.
It's for the better, the thing is, it's for the best of,
Your opinion is for the best.
and we will listen to the advisors. And understand, this is my point, I've worked with over 15 years. I've seen the transition and what's happening to White Bluff. And it's and Double Diamond's not gonna be around forever. At one point, there needs to be a transition here. That the owners do get involved, more involved, and
We didn't move here for particularly in this restaurant. Like I said, I never knew the food, cost of living was much higher. But we like the fact, even though security isn't that secure, but it is somebody you can call and they'll get their insurance. It is not, because my husband used to travel 3-4 days a week, and I was alone. And that's what he was doing. I'm not. I'm concealed country, so, okay, that's not a big deal. But it's nice, the people are nice, we love the area with the trees, and not cedar, other trees and animals. You know, and it is nice. It's nice to meet you.
the amenities have to be maintained.
Have they, well, they haven't been.
Right, and this
But why
plan.
not? You should, you own it, you should.
Let me answer the gentleman's question that lives in, what county do you live in? Is it Denton County, Roanoke? Tarrant County. Okay, yeah. Basically full club access, unlimited golf for your family, 36 rounds of golf, for fitness center and that, and then 3 complimentary stays overnight. You just come down and enjoy your.
What's the cost?
The fee. How many lots do you own? 1 lot?
The fee is according to the lots you own?
No, your total. Oh, the cart fee. The cart fee is $22 right now. But your fees for all in, if it's country club or POA, would be $915 a year. Pardon me? Their fee goes up to $21.90 for one lot. Yes. You own 3 lots, the fee is $2,700. And with, pardon me? Hill County is $1,890.
The $6.5 million valuation of the country club, was that based on an independent commercial real estate appraiser? And if not, why not?
It was.
Where is a copy of that appraisal, please?
Okay, we answered your question, it was.
Where can we find a copy of the appraisal, please?
Yes, sir, just
I have to answer right through this. We got it.
as a homeowner that doesn't play golf and doesn't want to pay for somebody else's golf, what would that cost?
Hey, I wish I could hear you.
Yeah, if a homeowner that doesn't play golf and doesn't want to pay for somebody else's golf,
What we've done, let me tell you what we've done, and I talked to, he's not here, but one of our, calls himself the mayor of Whiteville, Bill, but what we've done at the retreat, I'm sorry, at Rock Creek, is that 2 issues. One, people that are older and people that don't play golf or blah, blah, blah. We have converted part of their income into credits, food and beverage credits and credits at some of the other operations. So that's something that we're going to be looking at. You know, not set in stone on what we're doing. We're going to be reasonable.
I'll just, am I wrong or right? Can you be forced to join the country club?
Well, it's not forced to join the country club. The country club is more or less morphing into, it's in the legal opinion now. I'm not going to go. Yes, sir.
I have a question that I live down in Travis County. And the community right next to us had 2 golf courses, Lago Vista. Had the Lago Vista course, had the Highlands course. PLA took it over. Economy went down to kids weren't playing golf. So the one that doesn't play to generate enough revenue to pay for maintenance on both courses. My question is, I haven't built out here yet. I want to build. I wanted to build last year. My question is, I have a lot on the golf course that, is there any guarantee that once I sell my house down on Lake Travis, I come up here, you guys run it, whether it's a POA or whether it's you or whether it's Pluto? Do I have any guarantee that one day after I spend whatever money building the house, that I'm not going to have a golf course behind it, which will cut my...
Okay, I'll answer. I got your question. Okay, a little while ago I talked about that when we set it up, we could have done things differently. But if you want to look back on something that we did absolutely correctly, we didn't try to make a ton of money on the golf course. We set it up to be maintained by the owners. We have 5,900 owners here, and they are responsible for maintaining the golf course. And that's what your guarantee is. And I don't know what better guarantee you could have. You got a club here. What's the name of the club that you're next to?
Lago Vista.
Oh, Lago Vista. That thing, and we both know Lago Vista. That has been brought to me 10 times. Friends of mine had bought it, it went down again. They didn't set it up right. The mistake most developers made, and we made other mistakes, but we didn't make that one, is that they don't, in effect, have the owners become members of the club. You have always been a member here. You've been paying for the maintenance of this golf course. That's why it looks like that. So, no, the guarantee is that we have 5,900 members. And the deal has been, and Clark Willingham pointed this out in the last meeting, is that if you bought your lot from us, you signed up to maintain the golf course. So, okay.
But you didn't
Yes, sir.
answer my question. Is there any guarantee that you want the play goes down? Or you
Play doesn't matter. Play doesn't matter. What matters is those 5,900 people are obligated to maintain the course. Play does not make one bit of difference. We've got a course that's as beautifully maintained as either of these up on Lake Texoma that gets 6,000 rounds a year. It's still beautifully maintained. Yes, sir. You had your hand up.
Yeah, the dues are going up for everything going up. So what's the deal with separation from the POA and plus? You mentioned the POA, they plus for security and the road.
Right.
Is that money still coming to those dues or is there a separate fee for POA to maintain the road?
It'd be it would be separate. It may be embedded though. You know, you may get one bill that Country Club get X and the other set up to get the other. It'll take a while to work that out. Yeah, I'm hopeful that we can do it inside the POA. I think that's the cleanest way. But we have to have a really strong agreement with those times in order to do that. And then you get one. You know, it can go either way on that. No, it's all considered in this. It's in there, it's all in. Okay. Yes, sir.
I am not in favor of all of this. I mean, I'm a homeowner, and I don't understand why you're giving the lot owners a break. They signed on the dotted line to pay their fees, and if their fees go up or down, it should be the same thing for the homeowners. You're telling me that I have to support this just because I'm a homeowner here?
You're already paying more.
No, go on.
That's fine. You're already paying more. Yes, sir.
I'm just a current lot owner every spot, and I'd be a lot more comfortable with the lot owners are paying the same fair share to the homeowners. So I'm looking at it right now going, why do I want to build a house here? I can try to use the amenities for nothing.
That's fine. Then come do it. Come do it.
That's not what I bought a lot for. I bought a lot here to build a house. The fees to the homeowners are outrageous. We're going up.
I don't think they're outrageous. Let me tell you, they're not outrageous at all. The fees on the fee, the check, the next time we send out some kind of, we'll do some work and show you what the dues are at different locations.
I'd like to get one of those packets too.
Well, you know what? Here's what happened with that. We made a,
I'm new, so I maybe.
let me tell you what, because I just checked with Pat. We used a firm in Dallas because it's a huge manpower deal to get this done, to get the packets out. We used a firm in Dallas, and we gave them our list. We should have had them deliver the packets to us in email. But they used our list, and evidently somebody stuck their finger in the computer when they shouldn't have, and we go. But we sent them to everybody to our knowledge. Now, as far as your comment about a lot owner being okay with blah, 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 most people don't feel that way, judging by the vote. 380 no's, 1,000 yeses. Huh?
We didn't get the vote.
Well, most of you didn't, but we sent out 5,900 of them.
It seems that if you want people to build and buy, you need to keep a level playing field. The only thing on my lot's grass. It's been that way for 20 years.
Yeah.
I come down every week. But you gotta have a homeowner in the front line of this community. They're in the minority, true. But they're the ones that are here every day.
Understand, and that's your opinion, and you're appropriate, and I'm glad you had it. But it's not, I don't agree with you. I think that the homeowners should pay more. I'm a homeowner. I'm gonna pay more, and I think they should pay more. I'll probably be paying for two of them, because I got an upstairs and a downstairs. Okay. I've been, yes, sir. What did you say? This, the club, that's going to bring them back. That's what's going to do it. This place is going to be wonderful. I don't want to say make it great again. Somebody already did that. But it's going to be back where it was. In 2003 and 2001, it's going to be back there. It's going to be back where it was. But it's going to be good. Remember Geek? How you would be good, buddy? Remember him? The best chef we ever had. It was wonderful. He worked when I was on head of the board.
He's got millions and he wants billions. If he gets billions, he's going to want treasure. He just kind of can't get it back.
He was unbelievable. We don't have a chef now, we got cooks.
They do.
We'll have a chef again, and we need everybody to support it, and I think you will. Come out and talk to me after the meeting if you want to. If you didn't get a packet, come up here and talk to Pat, Sherry's back, and they'll write it down and we'll get you a packet. We thought they all went out, we never heard, we haven't heard from anybody saying they never. We haven't heard. Yeah, you can see it online. Yeah, it's online, it's on the website. You're all property owners, what's the password? Password intro 22. Yes, username is intro. It's both. Intro 22. Intro 22. All right. Thank you very much for attending.
Prove he's got all that man. I hadn't talked to anybody yet that voted for him. Oh, no problem. He's a Oh, he does. They've had it for a couple of years. They cut the logo. It's interesting. Million. We agree. Well, I think this is usually we owe it. That's ridiculous. You got to two options. Yeah, I can pay it, but it's going to be a hard
And I do.
That's it. Just to you?
That's what
Yeah, Everybody signed on it.
We have a home out here, and we have a home in the what if they end up being but that's the way it's always been. I'm not good at email, I'm not good at email. Yeah.